How's it going, everyone? So yeah, we're here with another First Look Friday, and yeah, it's Sons of the Forest. So I don't know how long all of you have been with me. Some of you have been here for years, so you probably will know I covered the first game quite a bit, especially on my old channel, where I had probably 40 episodes plus and 2 seasons. So yeah. But that all got transferred over to this channel, of course, but didn't get a whole lot of views because of the timing and so forth. But one way or another, I'm really excited to play this game, and, well, I'm here to ask if you guys want to see me do some videos on it, and what kind of videos. Do you want to see kind of like a tutorial, like, oh, hey, this is where you go to do this kind of thing? Would you rather see a Let's Play, which is what I did with the previous game? Or do you want to see something different? I don't know. Just let me know. Do you want to see a video? And do you want to be solo, or would you want to be co-op? Because I am doing a co-op gameplay right now with my friends, and I could turn that into the series as well. So just go ahead and sound off down in the comments, guys. Let me know what you're thinking. But anyways, with the game here, I figured what we do is just kind of do the beginning cutscene in single player here. And kind of just show that off. The game itself has had quite a few improvements, but it is still early access. So originally, the game was going to launch as a full, complete title, but they would have had to delay the game one more time, and they really didn't want to do that. And they had such a good experience from the first game being early access that they said, you know what, let's hit our launch date and just do early access. So we have the game in the state that they had it in there. And I would say the game is, it works really good for me. I'm hearing a lot of people having performance issues. I personally am not having any at all. So, I mean, the game looks beautiful. It set everything to pretty much ultra for me, and it seems to be running really great so far. There's been some weird glitches, like you have companions now, and the companion getting stuck in the water, and us having to reload the game. Stuff like that. You find some funky things. Logs can fly up into the air all weird when you put them in water. So, you can definitely tell the game is still early access, and there's a lot of stuff that feels like it's missing. So that's definitely the kind of thing. But you can definitely feel the improvements over it greatly as well. So I figured we'll just go ahead and cut to the intro, let that run, and then what I'll do is jump into my current game with my friends and kind of show you the stuff and how things work, and we can go from there. So, alright, we'll be right back. Alright, here we go. So we work for Puff Corp, and that's basically the company that I believe owns these islands, or the labs, if I'm not correct. Ooh, that's quite the dive there. It's been a while since I played the old game, or, well, the first game, and what is that? Now, I believe timeline-wise, spoiler alert, if you haven't beat the first game, basically, this starts right at the ending of the first game, more or less, or so. And we're being sent in here to look for these people here, so we're looking for the Puffton himself. And then we've got Mrs. Puffton, and then we've got Virginia Puffton, who's their daughter. And, yeah, then, I mean, the island is enormous. Enormous, okay? Like, you don't even understand enormous. Fight demons. Not the best tattoo. And I don't mean, like, what it stands for. I just mean, like, whoever he got it done by could have done a better job with it. This doesn't look good, does it? But everyone's seen this in the trailer if you watch the trailer, so, it's expected. Oh! Crazy. So, you can actually land in different places, by the way. Ooh, they don't look so well. Hey, ooh, I can't look that way. Why not? Oh, alright, he looks kinda okay. This other dude, though, looks pretty dead on him. Yeah, that guy. Oh. Oh! Oh, no! Oh! Oh boy. So, hello. Oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, they're gonna shoot us in the face. Oh, they didn't. So, the first time I actually played this, we landed on the beach and crashed into the water. And one of the dudes drowned, and you have to, like, watch them drown. So it's actually pretty cool. You can crash in I think it's like 5+ different places across the map. So that is definitely something very cool. But there you go. That's the introduction. And one of the main things that is quite cool is you do actually have a map in this game through the GPS. So... oh yeah, grenades right away. What is going on over here? Oh, alright, so this is your first companion. Let's help the poor guy up. There we go. And if you notice, his ears are a little bloody. Don't look too great. Hey there, buddy. Kelvin, you doing alright? Oh, look at the bunny in the background. Anyways. Hey, come on, follow the doodle. Come on, buddy. There we go. Almost. Alright, close enough, right? Alright, so this guy ends up losing his hearing in the accident. So he's very discombobulated. He walks kind of goofy and stuff and everything. They really put some effort into it. But you kind of get a bit of endearment for him pretty quickly. This guy is very loyal to you, and he'll do pretty much anything. So... look at this. You can tell him to take a break, clear from you, how many distance, and how many distance, how far in distance. You can give him certain items like clothing and gear. You can tell them to follow you, and then basically you hand it on back to him and say, "Here, I need you to do that, bud." And he's like, oh, yeah, alright. And so from now on, you can kind of just pull the pad up and keep updating him into what you want to go. But you can tell him to get sticks, logs. You can tell him to build stuff like a fire. It's actually very nice. So this is, it's a pretty cool little system. I'm going to actually tell this guy to build a fire right now. So we're going to go ahead and say, boom, build a fire. And he's like, huh? Oh, yeah, okay, bud. And he just pulls a log right from underneath my leg. Alright, that was scary. And as you can see, he's off to do his little business there, and we can continue looting along over here. And we're going to kind of go over the inventory system here shortly. And depending where you crash depends on the kind of loot you also get as well. One of the main things you are going to get first is the tarp, which will be your first kind of like shelter. And it's something you want to kind of keep with you. You do find other tarps, and oh, that's what happened to the other guy. Well, he's definitely dead now. That's for sure. Yeesh. Yeah. Hey, look, so there we go. He built us a fire, and now he's chilling in the snow next to it. So there you go. Wow, lots of shotgun ammo at this crash. So that's pretty cool. There's that bunny again. So he's chilling at the fire. And one thing that's kind of changed with the fires is you can now hold E to interact, and it will open up anything that you're able to toss into the fire. So this is where your food and stuff would be, which is pretty cool. Then you can go ahead and hit I by default. I switch mine to tab because that's how it is for most games. That's going to open up your pack. There we go. We weren't in the quite open there. You do have to be in the open, not standing over a fire. But this is the new improved pack, and it is ginormous. So if you actually look around with your cursor, you'll see you have this entire area over here. Then you've got these. Then the backpack itself, okay? Remember, this used to just be a backpack and like a tarp, alright? Then you've got all of this over here and around to over here. So, yeah. I mean, this pack is awesome. Also, it has a light, and you can customize the actual color of the light. So that's kind of a very cool thing, and it also turns on automatically at night. And one of the first things you're going to need to kind of figure out is, wait, how does the backpack work? So let's go ahead and open your emergency bundle. You want to do this first. And go ahead and say, boom, open. And as you'll see, everything has an animation. So now we got all our stuff here. We now have an axe. You can now hit M to bring up your map, which is this awesome GPS. Look at that, it even has points of interest already, which are these purple ones. The arches are cave entrances. I mean, this thing is amazing. So, very, very cool there. And then you also have a gear item, which I believe is... oh, G is also put away what's in your hand. That's going to come important as well. So, did we not... Oh, we did not pick up a device that works with that yet. So... Alright, let's get back to what I said. So the way you don't have a hotbar anymore. So the backpack is how things work. And essentially, you're going to use these as your hotbar. So whatever you have on the backpack is going to be your quick access. So you can see right now it automatically put the grenade and meds and food and stuff on there. And then it also put the axe, but I took it off. So it works pretty much like the first game with adding things to your backpack. You just hit add. Once you're done, you can remove everything by clicking it off the backpack. If you're done, you just put the backpack there and you're done. So now, if you hold your inventory button, this is your hotbar. So basically, boom, oh, I want the axe, you're done. So you can't hit like 1 or 2 or anything like that. That's been a bit of a complaint from a lot of people. I got used to it pretty quick. I think it isn't very obvious that that's supposed to be how it works, so that might be the issue, but one way or another, it might be nice to at least be able to hit the number keys for the backpack slots. Anything, you know, like that is just a little more convenient, but it is kind of nice to have that minimal UI kind of, I know what they're going for, you know, so... one of the nice things with logs now is you actually can do custom buildings. So when you do that, you can have separate pieces, and you'll see you can cut the logs into other pieces. So right here you can cut it into quarters, or you can cut the log in halves, or you can cut it diagonally and make floorboards, etc. So that's kind of how that works there. And then when you're actually holding a log to start your building, you can just go ahead and place it wherever you want, and if you want to actually rotate it, you can go ahead and right click, and it'll switch it to rotate to stand straight up, right click again, and it'll lay flat down. And as you can see right there on the screen, it says Q and R are your rotations, and of course placement is left click. So once you place it, then you can start putting other things on it, and that's kind of how you basically do the building. So with the building book, it actually has 2 versions now, and this is like the free build, which I just kind of showed you, and these are some of the free build recipes, and I'll show you kind of a few more so we kind of get an idea of it, because it's kind of confusing at first. And then if you actually go ahead and hold X to switch over to the other mode, this is more like your traditional, how it used to be, where you can put a blueprint down, and then it tells you how much you need of each thing, and you just fill it in. So that's basically how that works right there. So yeah, it's a little bit for both, but there's a lot of recipes that aren't there yet, and that makes it feel like there's a bit missing from the game, I would say. But it's not too bad. And wow, trying to find twigs around here, like I don't know honestly where he found them for that fire. He just materialized them out of the ground. But let's see if we can jump on over here and not fall into the icy water. That's another thing too. The water catcher is missing, or at least no one's figured out how to make it yet. But there is fresh water everywhere, and you can drink it without any repercussions. So you're pretty much not too far off from a fresh water source wherever you happen to be. So yeah, wow, this is a very bad spawn for like the beginning stuff. Snow, probably not the best. But there we go, we found some twigs. And, you know, all this kind of stuff basically works how it did before. One thing that's nice about edible products, so basically like berries and things like that, you always had to kind of like eat it. And now if you press E, it picks it up. If you hold E, you eat it. And if you eat each item once, I believe there's an achievement for it, but also it will therefore then mark it as edible or inedible from your viewpoint from that point on. So that's kind of a nice little thing. I wish there was a berry bush over here to show you, but there isn't really. Hey, there you are, buddy. Alright, so I was like, did we leave him behind? So I said I was going to show you guys how to do the basic shelter. So you're going to go ahead and grab your tarp. And once you get these lines, there we go. We'll go ahead and flop it down there on the ground. And then you just grab out a stick and click, and left click again, and boom, we're done. We now have a shelter. So now you can save here, and you can sleep here, and you're set for that. And then when you're done, you can disassemble it again by holding C. There you go. And you pick up your tarp, and then you can just pick your sticks back up off the ground, wherever they disappear off into the snow there. So then when it comes with placement for the sticks, wow, this is so blinding you can't even like see the marker. Alright, there we go. So right now you'll see the marker looks like two like dotted lines, and this is how you would do a campfire. And if you switch it over, if you want to place an actual stick down, this will put an actual stick down into the ground. So we'll go ahead, see, and there, now you got that. And then if you switch over, what you do is you actually break some and throw them down. Break another one, and boom, you've got a campfire. Now you can light it. And so, see, that's basically kind of how it works. So it takes a little bit to kind of get used to it, but yeah, not too bad. And it has a nice kind of feel to it, I would say. And he's chilling at the fire right away. But yeah, it's definitely been something that I've enjoyed so far. So let's go ahead and cut from here, and I'll show you a little bit more at what my multiplayer game is looking like. Alright, so we're here on a multiplayer world, and as you'll notice, I just said, oh, snow's not that great to build. Well, we didn't build in the snow. This is actually the nice little green little foresty area, and seasons change. So this turned to a beautiful autumn, which then changed over to this snow. So yeah, that was kind of a surprise for us. We knew there were seasons, but we didn't expect it to happen so quickly. But one thing to note is at least Calvin cannot cross water by swimming, and if he gets into it, like I said, he gets glitched. So that's something to really keep in mind. So when this freezes, you don't want him to get stuck on, like, say, an island when it thaws. That's just something to keep in mind. Also, if you kill them or they die, they are dead. They can be downed and you can pick them up, but if you let them get full killed, or if you kill any of the companions, they are gone for that gameplay session for good. So that's just something to consider. And one of the other ones out there is actually Virginia herself, and she'll run around and freak out for a while, but there is some ways out there to learn how to get her to be recruited. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that as a secret for now for you guys. But basically, you can see we have some stuff built here, and as I said, C removes things. So as you'll see, once you place it there, I can then place it on top, or I can place it on this corner, or you can place it connected onto it to continue along, if you want to make like a fence or a wall or something like that. So yeah, those are some cool little things, kind of. It, like I said, takes some getting used to, honestly. But nonetheless, definitely a very cool situation. The AI is amazing. I'm going to leave that to either future videos or for you guys to check it out. But there's definitely some cool stuff. You'll see that there are weapons. There's a rope gun, pistol, slingshot, some other things. The taser is quite fun so far, and we don't have everything yet. We're going slow. We're enjoying ourselves. We've only gone through one cave, And so, yeah, it's definitely been pretty fun. So let me know, everyone, do you want to see some videos on this and what kind? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.